Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. In today's episode, we're going to be taking a look at 𝗕𝗃 and we're going to be taking a look at the 𝗕𝗃 price action. And we're going to see what's been happening most recently with 𝗕𝗃 to see what could potentially be on the horizon in the next little while. As we get into this video, if you find it useful and informative, then do go ahead and hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you are new to the channel, then do subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will not miss another update. Right, with all that said, done and out of the way, let's jump into 𝗕𝗃 to see exactly what's going on here. So we are paired up with USDT and we are using Binance as the data source. Now we're going to start on this weekly chart just to talk about what's been going on pretty much since the start of the year. So we can see that 𝗕𝗃 was all the way down here at, I think it was about 1.3 cent, really low value, and then it really exploded nicely to the upside at the start of the year. This was pretty much in line with the gas fees happening with Ethereum, right? So 𝗕𝗃's been able to really leverage that and use it well, and it's gained a lot of traction. It actually went all the way up before a correction to the downside of $2.71, and during that correction it went down as low as 62 cents. So there was an opportunity to accumulate more before we started to see more price action. Now, in terms of what is going on with this weekly chart, we have a nice corrected stochastic relative strength index that was oversold for quite some time during this correction here. Now, we've started to see the motion back to the upside, a good recovery in the last sort of 4 to 5 weeks. What does this mean? Well, it means that we've still got a lot of room to grow as we are only measuring 43 on the chart. So we've got lots of recovery still to occur here for 𝗕𝗃, and we should start to see that happening. But the daily chart has needed a correction, and we have seen that start to happen. So that's pretty positive news. Looking further forward, the Fibonacci retracement tool is indicating on the 4.236 a $9.48 peak for the bull run. So pretty interesting price discovery is still on the horizon here for 𝗕𝗃. That comes in at 531% from the current position, and it priced today at $1.53. So lots of decent recovery and decent price discovery on the horizon in the longer term. But what's going on most recently? As we jump down into this daily chart, there's a couple of things I do want to kind of point out. I'll just get this into view for you guys. The first thing we have to acknowledge is that we were overbought for quite some time. We were overbought pretty much from the 23rd of June all the way through to the beginning of August. And this is when we started to see a nice correction come in. Now, the correction hasn't been a complete loss of momentum like we saw over here during this correction. Instead, we started to see a pull back and then a push back up again. This was helping to protect the price and actually increase the value of 𝗕𝗃 whilst we are lowering our stochastic relative strength index. This is an ideal situation because it allows us to find good, strong support lines and price recovery, whilst we also get well positioned to take out the 618, 702, and 786 area, this yellow box area just here on the chart. This is where we are looking to get a closed candle above the $2.26 area. A weekly close in this position is a big bull signal to indicate that we should be going up to new price discovery for the 𝗕𝗃 coin. So lots of fantastic things on the horizon. But what's been going on more recently? Well, we can see that we found good, strong support on this daily chart on the 382. This comes in at $1.41. Okay, and there is a nice, strong uptrend, it can be seen here on this recovery back to the upside. We get this nice V pattern that has appeared inside our chart. We have found resistance though, and the resistance comes in the 50% retracement area. This is actually $1.66, and we can see that this is an area that we're going to be battling in the next little while. So the price expectation will be that we will move the price up in this daily chart up towards this $1.66 area, whilst we still lose this momentum from our stochastic, get it down to an oversold area, where we can then start to take advantage and really push above the 786. So I think that 𝗕𝗃's in a really good position on this daily chart, and I think we've got a lot of progress still to come. But the short term is obviously where we could see this derailed. So let's jump down into our hourly and see what's going on there. So here we can see that there is a bit of a downward trend forming just here, but we have found that strong support line most recently on that 382 area. Now we are overbought on this hourly chart, so we should be looking for a pullback most recently, and that should take us back down to this 382 area. I don't think there's a lot of strong support areas. There's one at about $1.46. So if we are able to lose the momentum from the volumes, we could find that as a good bouncing area to take us back up to the resistance of $1.60. Now you can see here the $1.60 support line is just short of the $1.66 Fibonacci 50% retracement area. Now this area is an area that was both a support line and a resistance line, and it has been battling both scenarios for quite some time. We have a completely broken down from here most recently to go down to the 382 area of the Fibonacci. So what we are looking for at this point in time is to see if we can lose the volume. So let me just show you what the volumes are currently looking like. So here we can see that we had a real good selling volume. I say like really high selling volume as we were pushing the price down. That's where we found this support level of the 382. Since then, the volumes have completely dropped out, and we started to see most recently a bit of green volume here and a little bit of correction right now. So if the volumes do decrease whilst we have a correction here, we could pull this stochastic down to the downside without doing too much damage to the price. So the first thing we want to be monitoring is $1.46. If we lose $1.46 as a support line, then the expectation should be $1.40. But again, that would be in line with whatever is going on with the relative strength index, and make sure that we are coupling that with some key indicators. So on the short term, we are looking for a pullback. We're going to probably drop down to at least $1.46 in my opinion, with the potential of going down to $1.40. But this is all short term, guys, because on our daily chart, we are, of course, looking to push back up into this area up here, and we are looking to correct our stochastic over time. So we are ideally looking for a sideways trading to happen both between the 382 and the 50% retracement area. This will allow the technicals to kind of get ready to take the next step and to go after the 618, 702 and 786 area, this yellow box, to really take us to the next level. Take out the previous high and of course go after the very first price target of $4. So there's a lot to play for Matic. I think we all have to be just prepared for a couple of days of kind of corrections, and we should see a pullback in the most recent candles on the hourlies. Probably by the time this video goes live, you should start to see that happening. And then once we kind of lose the momentum out of the stochastic, we'll start to see some good price discovery again. But again, what we are looking for is to see this daily chart get corrected first, get into a pretty good position there, and then obviously that is supported by the weekly and the hourly. We should be good to go up to above that $2.26 area, and in doing so, obviously that means that we'll have that bull signal that will take us up to the price discovery range. Guys, that is a kind of quick update on Matic. If you have found it useful and informative, then do go ahead and hit the like button. I really do appreciate that. If you are new, hit subscribe, tap the bell, select all notifications, and in doing so, you will not miss another update. Guys, with that said, done, and out of the way, I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I'll catch you all in the next one.